Have you guys ever struggled to consume the information and do your own research with obviously everyone's, I guess, struggling for time? So I wanted to showcase and share with you guys an automation that essentially allows you to have your own AI research agent. And I built this flow essentially using, as we can see in the flow, we're using Slack to watch channel messages because I think an important thing is whenever you are on a go, you get ideas, and having somewhere to place those ideas is an important place. So I think having a Slack and watch Slack messages where you can just drop a note and then do a research. So essentially, the goal of this is, and I think, guys, obviously you can copy and build the same one, but I guess my main goal in these videos and automations is to spark curiosity and hopefully to allow you guys to think the range of possibilities and how we can explore and build this in a different way. So I'm going to show you, obviously, this is essentially an AI research bot that will research your potentially business ideas, and also what even we're going to do is, so we're going to run it through Perplexity, which is a great model that essentially allows you to do internet research. So I think it's a great model because obviously some of the models like ChatGPT obviously does not have internet access. So we need to play around with how we use different models. And then what we're going to do is basically once we do the research in the internet around our idea, we're going to create a summary, which we're going to feed into our essentially AI sort of research bot, and we're going to build an assistant in OpenAI. Then we're going to build another OpenAI assistant, which is essentially going to critique the first output, and then we're going to put it all in a file for us to be there ready to review, to take information, to do whatever you want from it. But it's just, I guess, an idea of or research agent to test the viability of of your business ideas or ideas that come to play. I think having that entrepreneurship spirit is important, but the way we do research and the way we have these assistants to help us to do more with our time, I think that's the important place. So I always want to say to people, automation and AI is there to help you to do more with your time instead of trying and replace people. So we're going to build it all from scratch, guys, and just follow along. I'll show you all the prompts, I'll show you all the tools and how we're going to do this. It's a simple way to build your own AI research agent in essentially in 10-15 minutes. So it's pretty quick to do. So as I mentioned, so we got watching Slack channel, it goes into Perplexity, it goes into your OpenAI assistant. There's another OpenAI assistant, and then we're going to put an output in a Google Drive file. So let me open this page where we're going to start a scenario from new. So what we're going to do is first we're going to add a Slack. So Slack is going to be the first point of our automation. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch public channel messages. So again, all we need to do, guys, is as before, all you need to do is just add a connection. I already obviously have a connection, but all you need to do is just, you can click add, click save, and then obviously you can establish or log in into your Slack channel. We're going to use a... Prick from the list. There we go. So we got our research channel. You can set the limit however much you want, because obviously the way make.com allows you to run automations, they're gonna run on a schedule. So you can put, for example, say we're gonna run it every morning at 10 a.m., every morning at 9 a.m. So whenever you log into your computer, all of the research has been done. So however many ideas you potentially gonna put in there, that's your limit. We're gonna put it here just 2 for now because I maybe gonna run only 1 or 2 ideas. So choose where to start. Obviously, we're gonna start it from now on, and then we're gonna add and connect a Perplexity model. So Perplexity AI, and we're gonna create a chat completion. Again, guys, as before I said, all you need to do is you need to log into your Perplexity model and you need to go into APIs, because the way we're gonna build this automation, we're using an API. We're not using just a normal pro model. We just, all you need to do is normally get an API key, and then you need to drop in some money in there. Normally, every completion costs just a few cents. So normally if you put in, like, I think currently I'm using about $7 or $8 a month. So if you drop in at $10, these automations are going to last almost forever. The key point here to make is that also, guys, so when we establish a connection, you're going to obviously, again, add connection, add your API key. I'm not going to show this details. It's pretty easy. You can also Google how to add the API key in Perplexity, but it's very simple to connect that. Now, the next important point is model. We want to make sure that we use a model that is online. So as you can see, we have Mistral models, we have Sonar small models, chat models, but you have to make sure that the model has an online at the end. So we're going to pick an online model. We're going to put max tokens. We can put here 4,000, and then the message. So the important point, what we're going to do is we're going to put a role, which is going to be a user, and then the content. So the content is going to be, I'm going to copy, guys, from my already complete automation, and I'm going to walk you through this. So copy, and then I'm going to paste it here. So the way it's going to work is, so we plugged in, as you can guys see. So we selected from the list. So what you can do is we're going to pick a message. So that's the important thing, that we're going to input the message into our research model, whichever our idea is. And then it starts. The way our prompt is going to work. So the task is you're acting as an AI researcher to analyze and expand on a provided text idea. Produce a detailed summary of the idea. And that's what I'm saying. We're building just a summary, a maximum of 150 words. Conduct thorough research on the topic, including relevant data, statistics, specific examples. Present the research findings in a clear, organized manner to help readers gain a comprehensive understanding of the idea and its implications. We obviously put this text input in a few places. Next point is the instructions. So you are an AI researcher tasked with analyzing and expanding upon given text idea. Follow these steps to provide a comprehensive overview and well-researched insights on the topic. The idea will be provided to you in a following format. So there's the idea. You can obviously also, guys, always pause. I don't always want to read it all, but you can pause and see. So we can see, carefully here, read and analyze the text to grasp the core context, nature, intent of the idea. I think the important point here, guys, what I'm saying is we need to build a bigger and more detailed prompts to get a better output. And I think that comes with experience. So the more you do it, the more detailed you get, and the better the output's going to be. Because I always say, with AI models, garbage in and garbage out. So I think it's important to understand how to build, these prompts. We're putting things as well here. So conduct thorough research on the idea using reliable sources such as academic journals, industry reports, and expert opinions, and blog articles, or any other relevant publications. And then we're putting, how to organize the research findings into clear, original sections. We need background information, key benefits and potential applications, challenges and limitations, future prospects and implications. All of this we're talking about, how it's should be presenting the research using specific data points, percentages, real world examples to add credibility and depth. We're also talking about, how to provide balanced, objective perspective on the data. And then obviously we need to make sure that the writing is concise, coherent, and easy to follow. So the key point in here is obviously we are keeping this research to 150 words, which is essentially going to be fed back into our next AI assistant. So essentially that's all of the prompt, and then we press OK, and then the next part is we're going to collect our ChatGPT assistants. So again, same thing, same as Perplexity, same as ChatGPT. You go to platform.openai.com, create an AI key, API key. Again, drop in $10 or so, and then it's very easy. Again, establish a connection, and then I'm going to show you how and where do we build these AI assistants, which essentially they already have predefined prompt and any potential documents if we want to add there. So the assistant we're going to use is the AI Research Idea bot, which we're going to use a GPT-4o mini model. The point why I'm here using the mini model is you can use the normal model, but when we go past a certain level of size of inputs, it becomes difficult because of the token limits. Unless you are a very, very heavy user and you have put in, I think, over $50 on the OpenAI, you're going to have a token limit imposed on you. And obviously, AI Research Idea Mini Bot has a much bigger token limit. And basically what's going to be here, so all we need to do is in this automation, essentially we just need to put here, so we're going to write here essentially that in this format, $ that our research idea equals, and then essentially what we want is we want an output from Perplexity. So that's the output from Perplexity, and that's it. So let me show you first of all, guys. I think it's important, obviously I want to make sure that you guys see how or what's the prompt for this research idea. So let me bring you guys, so that's the, when you sign up or when you go to your AI assistant, when you sign up to the platform openai.com, as I said, you can see, so I've got obviously some of the assistants that are built. So this is, first of all, this is AI research bot. So that's the first assistant that we're going to message. So we're going to plug in there in the beginning, we get the research idea and then the task. So the task is to act as a, let me actually see if I can even zoom in, guys, for you. So act as an AI analyst to critically examine a given idea based on thorough research from reliable sources, to provide a comprehensive, well-structured analysis of the idea. I think this is just, there's a mistake, obviously. There's two times from reliable sources. Provide a comprehensive, well-structured analysis of the idea considering its strengths, weaknesses, potential implications, and future prospects. The analysis should be 800 to 1200 words, clear, insightful, and informative, covering multiple perspectives and including relevant data examples. Ensure the output is polished, easily understandable, and actionable. So guys, whenever if you want, just pause it. I don't want to read it all and make this video way too long, but essentially what it does, it goes, we feed in the 150 words from Perplexity, which created a sort of a summary and researched the internet. So that summary feeds into here, and then we build essentially a comprehensive analysis essentially of the idea. So, it's formal, persuasive in tone, focusing on high-level insights while also providing relevant granular details. And then we got some points about, how to do research, how to study the research. When presenting your analysis, use specific data points, examples, and case studies from research to support your points. Highlight the most relevant and impactful findings that demonstrate the idea's potential and limitations. I think it's important how we balance this research. We look, about, balance and objective perspective on the idea. We use clear headings and subheadings. Conclude your analysis with a summary of the key takeaways and actionable recommendation. Proofread it and edit your analysis for clarity, coherence, and grammatical accuracy. Again, very important. And at the end, we put your goal is to provide a comprehensive, insightful, and actionable analysis of the given idea. Based on the research provided, strive to deliver an output that empowers the target audience or stakeholders to make informed decisions, take strategic actions, and maximize the potential of the idea while minimizing its risks. So I think, as I mentioned kind of at the beginning, I think the importance, or it's important to understand that this whole automation is about you creating great, or not necessarily great, but you just crafting your ideas, your business ideas. And essentially you have a research assistant which kind of verifies the validity of your ideas based on the latest research around the internet. But I think, and I probably will do a video in the future. I think it's important, you can tailor it and do a couple of ways, which I think, especially, I'm currently working in cybersecurity and AI automation. I will also create another probably similar bot, which I think people are currently struggling with consumption of the amount of information that is out there in the wild, in the internet. So it's hard to make sure that you keep it on top of all the articles, all the information. So using Perplexity to feed in specific topics or articles, or even, for example, there is a way probably, and I'll have a look at various, for example, RSS feeds, and using your sort of as your own research agent, which I'll probably, that's a great idea, which I'm going to build. So taking RSS feeds of the articles, say about specific niche, getting Perplexity to further research, analyze all of the articles and give you a summary. So say every 24 hours, it summarizes and reviews the latest news about specific niche topic and sends you bullet points, the most important information that you keep up to date in that niche with the knowledge that's out there. So I think that's what we can build the next one. So that's, first of all, that's the research bot. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to plug in another OpenAI assistant. So we're going to get Message AI Assistant. And what we're going to do here, just wait to make sure that it refreshes the connection. Come on, sometimes it takes a little while. We'll just give it a few seconds. No, we don't need that. There we go. So we're going to message this time an AI critique bot. Again, same thing. We're going to be role of a user, and what we want to do is this time we just need to feed in essentially a result of the previous model. So all we do is just we press the result, and that's pretty much it. So again, Slack, Perplexity, 2 assistants, and then we're going to create a file. So this time, let me guys show you the critique bot assistant. So this is another assistant. Let me guys show you guys. So again, this is another bot that we built. So in this time, you are a CEO with 30 years of experience. You are an ideas expert. You'll be given a business overview, including idea and assessment of that idea. You will significantly enhance and refine that given piece of text. When prompted, you will analyze the content of the original text and generate an improved version of the core ideas while optimizing clarity, coherence, and impact for target audience. The output should be polished, well-organized text of approximately 1,000 words, featuring appropriate headings, bullet points, and formatting to enhance readability and engagement. Formatting to improve legibility is essential. Deliver the improved text in a friendly, constructive tone using bold formatting, markdown, and clear organization while maintaining a balance between professionalism and approachability. Again, I'm not going to read all of it, guys, but this is just an important point. Again, we are providing a clear information how to critique and improve the previous text output. So again, there are a number of points. So here again, as I say, you are a CEO of 30 years worth of experience, tasked with enhancing and refining a given piece of text. And then we got points. So add any new facts, insights, considerations to the text. You know, we're talking about how to read, how to refine the language, how to optimize the structure, how to incorporate relevant examples. We're talking about smooth transitions between paragraphs, you know, how to proofread, format the text, evaluate the overall quality, originality. You know, we're talking about how to evaluate it, how to assess the difficulty of implementation of the idea. We're talking about, you know, how to evaluate the clarity and coherence. We're also talking about, you know, formatting, markdown, bullet points consistently to enhance readability. This is obviously a long text, and how to, you know, improve essentially the readability of that text. We're talking about how, where and when to include emojis, but actually making sure that we not overuse them. We're obviously talking about what's the aim or what's the output of the text should be generated. And your goal is to produce a polished, well-structured and engaging piece of text that effectively communicates the core ideas of the original content while substantially improving its readability, coherence, and impact for the target audience. Do not reference any previous text. Provide only the document idea so that it can be used directly. So that's pretty much it. So that's the last assistant. Guys, again, you know, if you want, pause the video, just copy the text, or as I say, improve, change, whatever you think, if how you want to change the tone of voice. The goal here is, you know, not just to copy, but align to your needs. If you think you need that assistant, then obviously, by all means, build the same one. But think about critically how specific assistance or how specific completions can help you in your day-to-day tasks, in your work assignments, even if you are, you know, building specific applications of this automation. And then the last bit, what we're going to do is we're going to use a Google Drive, and then what we're going to do is create a file from text. So it's Google Drive. We're going to use a folder. I have already a folder created for that. So there is AI research articles. We're going to create a file name in here. So what we can do is we can create an ID dot. Let's create into a text file, and then file contents will be the output in here, and there we go. That's pretty much it. So what I wanted to do, guys, let me close this first of all. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to just pull up my phone, go into my Slack research channel, and we're gonna write an idea. What do we can explore? So for example, let's say leveraging AI tools for business lead generation. Yeah. So let me obviously just save this. So I'm going to ping the message in my chat, and then we're going to run the automation. So there we go. You can see leveraging AI tools for business lead generation. So that's my original idea. And then all the models are going and doing their work. So we're just going to wait for it to complete. So Perplexity done its work. As soon as you can see, you guys, whenever you have a number 1 at the top, that means that the completion was successful. And another thing for you guys probably to explore in the future, because obviously I'm just building a straight out outputs. Every now and then we get specific errors based on, timeout, whether there is specific problem with automation. So another thing to explore is how we can add and bypass or rerun automations when errors occur, especially with something like if it's a crucial automation scenario and things like that. So there we go. That's our automation ran, and there you can see file name is 41D. You can do whatever you want. You can create whatever, but the problem is, I guess I put an ID and a text file because you don't want to create the same file text name, because if you just adding number of text files, obviously you're going to have it's going to create a problem in your Google Drive. So, but the output is 41D. So let's have a look. So let's go into my Google Drive. Let's have a look at the folders. The folder is AI Research Articles. And as you can see, that's the new text file, which is 41D. So let's have a look and open it up. So as you can see, guys, there is the text. As I mentioned, guys, we kind of discussed a bit about... let me just make it bigger, I guess, for you guys to very easy to see. So the first part of the document in here is the critique. So it talks about the idea score. So it gave 9 out of 10. This proposal scores highly due to its relevance in modern academia, the transformative potential of AI technologies, and the comprehensive analysis of both benefits and challenges. It opens discussions essential for future research, providing a solid foundation. It talks about implementation difficulty, clarity score, the coherence score, engagement score, and then essentially there is an article about leveraging artificial intelligence in academic research, a comprehensive overview. So essentially it talks about, the key benefits and opportunities. It talks about enhanced data analysis. It talks about streamlined literature review. It talks about challenges and limitations. It talks about ethical concerns, data quality and bias. We're talking about future prospects and implications, recommendations, conclusion. So it goes into pretty detail. I think the important point is obviously it's refining this part and seeing how we can improve or tailor, see what you guys find and how does that work, and whether you need to change it up and see how you can improve this. But this is sort of the beginning of what you can do and achieve with your personal AI research agent. I hope you guys find it useful. Please like, subscribe, comment, share your ideas with me, and see what other videos I could build in the future. Hi guys, just a little addition. I just realized, hopefully you guys noticed, but the main problem was that obviously when going from Slack to Perplexity, we added a message. It's not the message what we needed, because obviously message just says message. We needed a text from the message. So make sure that in your Perplexity completion, you just replace the message with a text. So I think there is 4 places where we used the message. So make sure that you replace the message with a text. So let me actually use the same prompt, because obviously I think the one important point is this article talks about using artificial intelligence in academic research, because it just followed the generic prompt without adding the message in there. So let's rerun. Let me post the same message in my Slack channel. So we're going to put leveraging AI tools for business lead generation, and we should have actually much improved output. So let's run it once more, and I'll show you guys an output again, which obviously should this time be talking instead of just AI research, and actually should be covering how we can do lead generation using AI. So it'll take just a couple of minutes to run through, but I just wanted obviously guys to make sure that it's correct, and you're making sure that sometimes, when you map some of these automations between one and another, it's easy to miss sometimes something. So I think it's always, as you build it out, it's important to test this automation. So again, you can see, for example, operation timed out. So this is an important part of it, to understand how sometimes it can time out. So we're going to run it again. I'll create probably another video in the future about how to handle these errors, but let's just try and choose where to start, choose manually, and then we'll just choose the last message, and then let's just run it again, and hopefully this time will not time out. Obviously, because it's going out to the internet and searching various articles, journals, completion can take a little while. So that's why sometimes it can time out. And so, as I say, it's important to learn with make.com how to handle specific errors, especially in those scenarios where, automation can be very important. So let's see if it's timing out. So what I'm gonna do, guys, let me have a look and see if, to avoid timeout, let's see if I can change and play around with models. Sometimes you just need to have a look around and play around. So we're using a large model. Let's try a large 32K context model and see whether that will work. So again, choose where to start. We're going to choose manually from the last message, and let's run it again. So this model is not permitted. Okay, let's try then this model. Let's see if this one works better. There we go. Let's see the output. So there we go. Now we have a proper business idea. We have leveraging AI tools for business lead generation. So it created a background information and context, as we discussed before, the key benefits, challenges and limitations. We got the future prospects and implications, specific examples, and the conclusion. And now it's obviously going to go to the first assistant, which obviously going to create again an output, which is going to be result. So again, it's creating an output. And there we go. So let's close this one and let's have a look in our Google Drive. We should have the new article, which I believe, if we just double check, so the file name is 757. So there we go, 757. And there we go, guys. This is the whole new your research article and comprehensive analysis of leveraging AI tools for business lead generation. So for example, if you have any business and you wanted to work in cold outreach, you want to build an automation, you want to leverage AI tools, it talks about, justification of this idea, highly innovative, relevant as AI continues to shape the business, implementation difficulty, the clarity score, coherence score, engagement score, and then it goes into introduction, the strengths and opportunities, examples, how we use automation and efficiency, how we use personalization and higher conversion rates, how it improves scalability, dependency on data quality, issues, recommendations. It's very, I think in my mind, this is very comprehensive way to run a research around your ideas and explore these ideas and how these ideas can essentially deliver value. So play around, guys, with this automation. See how you can refine and find value. I will also love your feedback and your ideas and what you guys have done with this automation. Reach out to me. Always happy to chat, and thank you for your time, guys. Like, subscribe if you like what you're seeing, so hopefully I can deliver more value for you guys in the future.